Wisconsin wine guy, and I am so back again to introduce you to another wine in the lineup. For those who are new, I like to call these everyday drinking wines. These are wines that you can find wherever you shop for wine, grocery store, wine shop, and well, I should say some wine shops and liquor stores. You'll be able to find these wines. Again, I call these everyday drinking wines because they're everyday readily available. I go through make selection of these wines, give you my opinion, what I think about these wines. Very, 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 very simple system. Thumbs up. Says I recommended wine. Has very good value. A good everyday drinking wine. Can't go wrong with it. 3/4. This is a wine that if I was throwing a party, I would serve it to my guests. If I was at a party and I saw this wine, I would drink that wine. Okay? Again, just simple everyday drinking. Halfway, something about that wine didn't work with my palate. Doesn't make it a bad wine, but you taste it, let the rest of us know what you think. But I will tell you what I thought about it, why it didn't work for my palate. Thumbs down. Easy one, right? Every now and then there's a double thumbs up. Double thumbs up is an exceptional wine, a wine that's probably worthy of aging. Sit on a couple of bottles and taste it over a period of time and see how it changes. So if you see that double thumbs up, give it a taste, because I'm curious to know if you feel the same way I feel about that wine being a double thumbs up. So now let's get into it. I've done Z. Alexander Brown's wines in the past. I don't recall the vintages, but I will attach it to this video so you can see that. But Z. Alexander Brown, they do Pinot Noir, Chardonnay, Cabernet, and this is going to be the proprietary red blend, vintage 2021. So proprietary, I had to do some really dig to find out what the grapes are. So it's going to be a little bit of Syrah, Petite, Zinfandel. Don't know what the percentages are. That's part of the privacy part. I want you to know that part, right? But it is aged in a little bit of oak, excuse me, both French and American oak, and goes through secondary fermentation. Again, it's 2021. Alcohol is 14.5% alcohol on this one here. You can find this price between $10.50 and $14.50. Let's give it a taste. All right. Sometimes you gotta not let people know what your blends are, so they can't replicate it. Right? Right? Okay. So now look at that color. Isn't that a beautiful color? Oh my gosh. That is inky. Because we're talking about Zinfandel, Syrah, and Petite Sirah on this one here. Three, in my opinion, three of the most inkiest or dense colored grapes in the juice that comes from those grapes that you can have. And that coupled with skin time, this is what you get. Okay? Deep, deep, deep. That color is very deep. Like the color of a plum. It has like a burgundy purple, but deep, so deep purple, just like a plum, not a black plum, but a purple plum. Now, for that nose, I can smell the nose from here, so that's fantastic. Let's go deeper. That nose is just like, wow. Let's see if I can take this in stages here, all right? That first nose is like a little mint. So herbal. Second nose for me was cherry, cranberry. Third nose, plum, and a little bit of wood notes. Spice. Now you get a little bit of vanilla. So it just evolves on the nose. I try to take it in stages each time I smell and how it's going through my nose. Okay? And in fact, it went through just like that. Put it all together. Here we go, all together. It has a very nice complex nose. Very nice complex nose. All right, now for the taste, two-step process. No acidity, no play. You know how it goes, right? Then we taste and evaluate on the second sip. Decent tannins. Okay. I'm going to say, let's say 14.5% alcohol on this one here. Yep, 14.5. Yep, 14.5. But decent amount of tannins, decent amount of acidities, very well blended, this wine. I like that. But let's give it a taste for overall impression. It has a silkiness to it. And those tannins are firm. Very nice firm tannins. Has a nice silkiness to it. Good flavor. Good mid palate. Finish for me is going to be short, medium. Okay, it depends. So the fruit is there, but slowly fades, but those tannins really come through. Definitely something flavorful, something bold to go with this wine, the Uncaged. I am so curious of what I thought about previous vintages of the Uncaged red blend. I can't wait to go back and look at that video. One more taste. Again, this is vintage 2021. That's what I said. 2021. There we go. I mean, again, it has a nice silkiness to it. And we're talking about density in those really. You can't see the stream of the legs, the stream of the purple legs down my glass. Holy smokes. That has color depth to it. So, the Wisconsin Wine Guy for the Z. Alexander Brown Uncaged 2021 Proprietary Red Blend. I'm going to give this, ooh, that's tough. Okay, I'm going to give this a thumbs up. Maybe a thumb and a half. It gets a thumb and a half. I'm going to give it a thumb and a half. And I tell you why. A thumbs up for sure. Thumb and a half because I'm thinking that this is 4 years old now. I'm thinking that you can get another 3-4 years out of this. That's what I'm thinking. Ooh, those tannins, boy. Ooh, there's a plum. So I would say get a few bottles of this. Sit on it, every 3 years or 4 years or 5 years, I want to do it, and taste it up and see how it goes. So thumb up and a half on this one. I think you still have a few more years left. It's drinkable now. It's totally drinkable right now. It can be enjoyed just drinking if you like that style, that density of fruit, in addition to those tannins. It's drinkable right now. But I'm just curious how it will be, down the line. Can it get any better? Or is it peaking already? You never know. The proof is always in the bottom. So it's your Wisconsin Wine Guy saying you as always that your palate be the guide. Again, 2021, thumbs up and a half. And I'm telling you as always that your palate be the guide. Taste this. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you next time. Ciao.